Okay. Hi, my name is Adrian Spivey, and I'm covering anything. No, I'm covering I Get a Kick Out of You. Uh, I'm covering the cover by Frank Sinatra, uh, which is okay. The song is originally composed by Cole Porter for in 1934 for a Broadway musical called Anything Goes, and Frank Sinatra's cover of it came out in 1954. Uh, yeah, came out in 1954. Uh, and I chose this song because me personally, I feel like I'm a little bit of a Frank Sinatra fan. Just a little bit. Uh, and uh, for anyone who would be listening to this song, I would describe it as it's as any Frank Sinatra song. It's like a classy type of tune, something that you would like imagine being like by a campfire, not a campfire, but like a fireplace, and like with bunch of bookshelves around, and have a one of those glasses of well being in a robe, like a silver red robe with like a glass of gin, you know, by the fire. So it's real fancy. Uh, but yeah, it's got that classic Frank Sinatra class with the jazz tune behind it, as per usual. With any song he covers or sings. Uh, but the song begins with piano at a low dynamic or whatever, low dynamic and tempo, just entering the song in or whatever. Uh, and being lowered in, of course, Frank's voice. Uh, then around 37 seconds in, all the other instruments come in, like piano was already there, but the drums, guitar, and violin all come in. Uh, Actually, no. Hold up. The violin comes in at 37 seconds in, and the piano starts and the violin comes in. Then at 43 seconds in, that's when um the guitar, uh, the piano comes back in, and the drums, all while the violin's still there. Uh, all of those playing at a mezzo forte type of well, the guitars at a mezzo forte dynamic, the violins at a mezzo piano dynamic, and the drums and piano at a mezzo piano dynamic, all playing at a Dante tempo. Uh, and that continues until 53 seconds in. Once in that range or whatever, uh, it becomes a trade off between all of the instruments or whatever, each one getting their spotlight type of deal. The first being the guitar, which comes in at a moderato tempo or whatever in a forte dynamic, and it continues to be at that dynamic and tempo each time it comes in. Uh, the violin comes in at the same dynamic, I think. Yeah, same dynamic from before or whatever, but its tempo is reduced to uh, a geo, I want to say, um, uh, in tempo or whatever. Then the piano comes in at a moderato tempo or whatever, and but the um same moderato tempo, but the same dynamic. Oh, and then the drums throughout all of this continue to play at that same mezzo piano uh, dynamic, uh, and a Dante tempo throughout the basically the entire song until we near the end. Uh, but yeah, so from 53 seconds in or whatever um until we're a minute and 37 seconds in, it's a trade off in between all of the it's a trade off between the guitar, violin, uh, and piano. All of those different tempos and dynamics I just covered. Uh, but then once at that 1 minute and 37 mark, the sax joins in uh, at a moderato tempo and forte dynamic. Uh, After that little stint or whatever, it doesn't come in until it has like one more appearance until the grand finale all the way at the end. Uh, during after after 137, once the sax is involved, uh, that trade off with the sax now being introduced into the mix continues until uh 2 minutes and 9 seconds in, and that's when everything else goes quiet, but the piano and the drums get louder and raised to a forte um dynamic, but keep that same tempo as before. Um, and then after they raise for that for like 20 seconds or whatever, they go back quiet, and then the violin comes in, and then Frank does uh, his grand finale of "I Get a Kick Out of You," and then the sax comes in. Uh, no, actually, okay. The piano and drums and the violin, uh, once they get louder or whatever, they continue through Frank Sinatra's grand finale of "I Get a Kick Out of You" or whatever, and after Frank's voice starts to get quiet and everything else gets quieter or whatever, the sax comes in at a forte dynamic uh, around 2 minutes and 47 seconds in, uh, and then deep crescendos, and then the drums come back up uh, alone around 2 minutes and 48 seconds in at a forte dynamic, and then they decrescendo. Uh, yeah, they decrescendo, and then that calls out the song. The song's over. Uh, Throughout the song or whatever, Frank's voice is honestly, I mean, although it's the main focus of the song, he doesn't really raise his voice for real until the final part, uh, which I've never really heard this song all the way through. I think I've only heard the um the final part of this song whenever I've heard of it. So I was honestly expecting him to be louder throughout the song. But yeah, that's the only thing else I noticed. And the sax only had 3 parts throughout the entire thing, uh, which I kind of expected more out of a jazzy type of song. But yeah, that's it.